on here again today, and we're going to be going over some more of the new stuff that's been dropped by Dread. This includes the international website, which you can see here on the screen right now, and the Metroid Dread trailer that was dropped for the Czech. The people of the Czech? Or the Czechs? The Czech trailer. Yeah. Y'all get what I mean. Anyways. There's not a lot of new stuff. There's, this magma area that gets shown off here. The rest of the abilities, there's nothing really major other than the fact that they just labeled this as straight ledge grab and not power grip. As much as we all would like it to be. Now, beam attacks here is something kind of big. It brings into an upgrade icon for the arm cannon to pack an even greater punch, plus each upgrade allows Samus to open new doors or clear obstacles to continue her journey. Acquire these and others on your journey. We get kind of a little bit of a view of the power beam. Now, the big thing here to note is that it is labeled as the wide beam. So they are keeping the wide beam name after fusion, which makes a lot of sense. And the only real thing it says here is fires 3 beams simultaneously. This beam can also push wide beam boxes and destroy wide beam covers. So like these, and of course we've seen the wide beams in other trailers before now. It gives you kind of a better look at this area. They show off the morph ball a bit more as well, along with more on the missiles, the bombs, which we actually get to see officially just a clip of the bombs being used in and of themselves. And it goes on to show Spider Magnet and Speed Booster as well. All of things we've seen in previous trailers. We also get the Aeon abilities, which the biggest thing here isn't the Phantom Cloak or even the Flash Shift, even though it does kind of give it a little bit more look at that room. It's the Pulse Radar, because it shows that room from the most recent trailer. Let me actually turn my cam off for just a second, as soon as I can get over to it. That way you can see it in full. And it definitely confirms that that's what we will be getting Pulse Radar at. Looks like it's much later in the game. So this is something that we're not going to be running into right off the get-go like we did with Samus Returns. The other big thing is right here. It's on the suits. Critical suit upgrades help Samus survive harsh environments and safely reach new areas. And boy, does this look amazing. It shows off the power suit. I feel like this little video right here, I could watch for days. I really could. I love it. I think this is a perfect gift for pretty much anything. And just her reaction, it's really good at showing Samus's like movement and showing her personality through more while she has the suit on. But it also has something else here for the Varia suit. Another little video for this as well. I wish I could make this a little bit shorter, but as you can see, we get a good look at her actually getting the Varia suit, which I was thinking that scene in particular looked like it was most likely going to be that situation. And boy, was I right, and boy, am I happy about it, because I love this. This looks absolutely phenomenal. But it also goes on to say down here, reduces damage taken from enemies and insulates Samus from extreme heat, but she remains vulnerable to extreme cold and lava, slightly increases damage for dash melee. So it's very interesting how they've got this one set up to be working. And of course, a little amiibo ad, which it'd be lovely if they could, put them back in stores so that we can actually get our pre-orders in. There's also this little clip here that's new as well, because we get a little bit of a better look at the HUD of the ship. Sorry about that. I got my first shot earlier today, and I'm still kind of dealing with it. This anime section pretty well goes over the same stuff that we've seen time and time again. But then we have more on the central units. These brain-like organic supercomputers hold the key to wielding the Omega Cannon, a weapon strong enough to take down an Emmy. And you can see they are extra hard references to Mother Brain, having the one single eye, an Aurora Unit 2 with the blue glow to them, and of course they shoot the rings that we've seen in trailers previous, along with the Emmy locked door. And it says here, your decommission, survive the central unit's defenses, and destroy it. Recover its energy to temporarily wield the Omega Cannon, the Omega Stream, unleash this rapid-fire attack to overheat and shatter its protective plating, exposing its weak point, which is showing us how we're going to be defeating that first ME that we actually run into, and then, of course, the actual destruction of that ME through the Mega Blaster. Once the Emmy's weak point is exposed, stand your ground, power up, charge shot, capable of destroying it. So it's nice to see them kind of go a little bit more in depth on the central units themselves. This stuff right here had already been covered, so it's nothing necessarily new. Of course, they've got the Chozo Warrior page, and it talks about how they're basically just trying to keep a low profile, other than the one that she runs into here. That people have been dubbing Iron Egg, and that it's on a warpath ready to lay waste to whoever crosses it, confirming it is the big bad guy, or at least a big bad guy. And it shows off the fierce fauna, and then the map stuff. Of course, we've got some images here, you know, one of the recharge stations, and stuff like that we've all seen on here before. So there's not a lot big on here outside of just the terrain, a bigger picture of the entire map of Arteria, it looks like, or most of the map of Arteria. There's still some areas that are kind of shaded out and everything here. The markers, the icon highlights, which this was pretty interesting to me because it shows like highlighting all the beam doors. Which we all knew those pretty well were beam doors, power beam doors anyways. And then, of course, hidden items, something else they talked about during the treehouse. They go on to talk about locked doors, so we see the missiles here. We've seen that as well, so it's nothing new. But this is where we get a little bit more information that me and a couple of other people on Twitter were talking about and had an idea about after we first saw them and started looking into them a little bit more, because, you know, we've got our save stations, which have been shown. The network stations are also save spots, so that's really nice. And then on top of that, map stations are also save spots. But they go on to put up teleportals. So we have official confirmation that they are teleporters. And on top of that, they work in color-coded pairs, using one will warp you to its match. And we were guessing that was probably the case, but it's just really nice to see like a hard picture of them closer up. And then the last thing they show is the recharge stations, which we've seen quite a bit well, and then it's into the game shopping. We're going to kind of take a deeper look into this as well. There's a few things that kind of caught my eye as we were going through. I'm not going to make y'all rewatch the entire video, but if we skip ahead to right here at 5 seconds in, we can see there's all these different things on the back here, and something kind of caught my eye, and it's right here. It looks like different beam attacks, possibly for the Chozo Warriors. A little bit of information that I can't make out because, of course, it's too blurry, which is to be expected of like these background images and displays. But the big thing that kind of caught my eye with that is when I was looking at those, they resemble something else that happens slightly later on in the trailer. I think it was right about here when we get to see the Chozo robot really using its blade, and it has that same kind of look, feel, everything like that. And then we get a better look at this place here, going right on in. That kind of caught my eye is there's this big open massive, missed it by 1 second. this big, massive kind of tower castle looking place where you got these beautiful statues out front. You've got the red image up here in the top on these logos, and it seems to be a bit different from the ones on the black, if I remember correctly. The black flags, I think it has a full arch coming across. I could be wrong about that. I could be remembering it, but there's also this door over here. I can... Oh no, I clicked it one too many times. See if I can actually... Oh, did it again. Whoop, nope. Go back a little bit. Yeah. So right over here, it looks like we've got some sort of Chozo door that's possibly going to scan you or something, or you have to use a super missile or something of the sort to actually open up these massive tower doors or castle front gates to actually continue on in the story. And then there's this purple bit up here letting us know that this area is accessed via not teleporter, but elevator. And there's only one other thing, and it's right after this little bit of flash shifting and shine sparking that kind of caught my eye, is we get a look at these big old doors again. And my bet is that they're actually holding Big Boy Kraid behind them doors. Because we get to see this imagery right afterwards. We get to see this beautiful flip from Samus. I'm going to be so hyped when this actually happens in-game while I'm playing it. I'm looking way forward to this game. And I apologize about any raspiness and stuff like that. And then it comes and takes us here, because, like I said, I did get my vax today. Yes, I just had two conversations at the same time. But with that said, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the new international website. It's absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. It does give away a little bit more, but it's nothing major, at least not in my eyes. Like I said, if it's pre-release material and Nintendo's okay with releasing it, I am fine with seeing it. It's the stuff that's not going to be shown before the game releases that I'm going to see when I'm playing the game, that it will probably annoy me if someone's like, hey, look, this happens while I'm in the middle of playing through it. So just a heads up on that. Like I said, I'm not too picky. Only a few franchises do that for me, like Halo and Metroid. So outside of that, let me know what you think in the comments down below about the video, about the new little Czech trailer, and about the what is it? And what your thoughts are on how Dread's gonna be this time around. And on top of that, I'd also like to remind everyone that I am doing a giveaway for a Samus Returns Collector's Edition box and a Metroid Prime 3-pack that covers, or that has the Varia Gravity and the Phazon suit in it, on my Twitch. If we can hit 750 to 1,000 followers, we're at 603 right now. Link will be in the description, along with my Discord link if you'd like to join it, and links to both this video and to the international website as well, so you can check all those things out yourself. Until next mission, y'all, much love. Keep hunting those Metroids, and I'll see you next time for top 10 suits in the Metroid series.